Hi everybody, welcome to Jin's Wall Street News. According to the US Department of Labor, the number of Americans claiming unemployment benefits rose from 208,000 to 219,000 in the week ending February 1st. The U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics reported Thursday that non-farm business sector labor productivity increased at an annual rate of 1.2% in the fourth quarter 2024 from the previous quarter. 10-year Treasury yield is hovering around 4.44% as investors are waiting for January's jobs report. U.S. stocks mixed on Thursday. S&P 500 rose 0.36%, while Dow Jones Industrial Average fell 0.28%. Amazon CEO Andy Jassy discusses plans for capital expenditures 2025, quote, "We spent $26.3 billion in CapEx in Q4, and I think that is reasonably representative of what you could expect in annualized CapEx rate in 2025, unquote. According to the U.S. Department of Labor, the number of Americans claiming unemployment benefits rose from 208,000 to 219,000 in the week ending February 1st, still low by historical standards. Meanwhile, the number of Americans receiving benefits after an initial week of aid jumped from 1,850,000 to 1,886,000 in the week ending January 25th. The U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics reported Thursday that non-farm business sector labor productivity increased at an annual rate of 1.2% from 114.5 in Q3 to 114.9 in Q4 2024, up 1.6% from 113.1 in Q4 2023. 10-year Treasury yield moved down as the number of Americans receiving benefits after an initial week of aid jumped to 1,886,000 in the week ending January 25th, and non-farm business sector labor productivity increased 1.2% quarter-over-quarter in Q4 last year. Then it went up and down, and it is hovering around 4.44% as investors are waiting for January's jobs report, scheduled to be released at 8:30 a.m. Friday. For the U.S. stocks, S&P 500 rose 0.36%, and the Dow Jones Industrial Average lost 0.28%. The tech-heavy Nasdaq gained 0.51%. Big tech stocks performed well on Thursday as investors were waiting for Amazon's earnings release as well as the jobs report. Amazon stock added 1.13% and shares of Nvidia jumped 3.08%. The U.S. chip stocks mixed on Thursday as investors are digesting earnings reports from ARM, Qualcomm, and Skyworks. Shares of Amazon fell 4.05% in extended trading on Thursday. The company reported $187.8 billion of revenue for the previous quarter, up 10% from a year ago, above expectations. Adjusted EPS was $1.86, up 86% year-over-year, beating expectations. Amazon Web Services revenue increased 19% from $24.2 billion in Q4 2023 to $28.8 billion in Q4 2024, in line with expectations. When it comes to the guidance, the company expects current quarter's revenue to be between $151 billion and $155.5 billion, the midpoint of $153.3 billion, up 7% year-over-year, below expectations. During the conference call, in response to a question about $100 billion CapEx in 2025, Amazon CEO Andy Jassy answered, quote, "On the CapEx side, we spent $26.3 billion in CapEx in Q4, and I think that is reasonably representative of what you could expect in annualized CapEx rate in 2025. So if you multiply $26.3 billion by 4, you get $105.2 billion. That's the number that Amazon is going to invest this year." If you look at my list of hyperscalers CapEx in 2025, Microsoft CapEx is expected to increase 43% from $56 billion to $80 billion. Meta CapEx up 62.5% to $65 billion in 2025. Amazon's $105 billion CapEx in 2025, up 27% from $83 billion. Alphabet's planning to increase its CapEx by 44% from $52 billion to $75 billion. In total, hyperscalers CapEx is expected to increase 41% from $231 billion to $325 billion. This is a really great number, but I'm wondering if it is enough for Nvidia's revenues to grow over 50% year-over-year as expected. Okay, this is the end of today's news. Thank you for watching. Have a great weekend.